All right, let's do a brief audio and visual check. First time ever, starting at 7 p.m. Central. I'll have to have the team double check the time that shows on the YouTube. But yeah, here we are. Let's make sure the audio is welcome, Jim. Ooh, excited. What a start! What a start to the week, right? Someone has an echo. You shouldn't be getting an echo. No echo on my end. Audio, video, good. Well, let's get started. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Slow Markets. I'm Coach Dakota, Coach DBA. As always, in the YouTube chat, there is our Topstep risk disclosure. Everything I say and go over is for educational purposes only. It's not financial advice. It's not a signals class. You know the drill. I'm going to get a few things set up on my end, and then we will get going. Yeah, actually, you know what? That's right. That is right. One second. I'm just checking something briefly. It's already March. Can you believe that? Hold up. One second. Okay, good to go. London salutes you, Coach. How are you? Short NQ. Wonder if you're short NQ. How's everybody doing? How's everybody trading? Yeah, we're starting at 7 p.m. Central. Yep. As stated last week, we got to the light goal, and so here I am. You're excited. I'm looking at these markets for the first time. I'm going to be honest. I'm looking at these markets for the very, very first time. Patiently waiting. Got lucky, 70 points long. It's about time. What a gap. Obviously, everyone, if you're not aware, we did have, what was it? I wouldn't say war, but we had some strikes in Iran and the geopolitical tension. Do we call it tension? I don't know. What would you call it? What would be the right way to call it? What's the right thing to call that happened over the weekend? I mean, I wouldn't want to say we were surprised. It's called war, Coach. Yeah, we could say war broke out. Should this session be avoided? Definitely. Conflict. There we go. I like that. Military conflict. Anyway, I'm seeing these markets are holding up pretty well. Right? Escalation. I'm going through some of these markets. Nasdaq, we're down 0.77. So we're not really down very much. Amazon's down 1.6. Google's down 1.8. Tesla's down 1.6. Broadcom down 2. Intel down 2. We got gold. I'll review gold in a second. We're up 1.8. Silver's up half. Silver's freaking moving. Silver is on the move. Crude is on the move. Crude oil is moving like crazy. Honestly, it's a lot more tame than I expected. I think everyone was kind of expecting something, right? Something to happen. And we was kind of going into this weekend. And you know, if we were talking about it going into the weekend, everybody who knows anything, it's like, it didn't come out of nowhere, right? It wasn't like, 50% tariffs on everybody in this market is looking for limit down. We're holding pretty well. You can see on the daily chart where we gap down and we're at session highs, right? Yeah, we're bumping up against session highs here in the Nasdaq. We didn't really do much other than like kind of testing the lows, right? These are the lows of the past couple of weeks. Let's look at the hourly chart. Zoom in. Starting to zoom in. There you go, Coach J. Coach J. 24,690. And we're starting to rally. Look at the big gap, and we're starting to fill this gap. 5-minute chart. Yeah, filling the gap. Filling the gap. We got down as far as 24,633. Do we continue to fill this gap? Will we go all the way back up to settlement? Will we go back up to these 24,900s? I don't know. I'm not sure, but it is continuing to push. Continuing to push. Let's take a look at gold. Yeah, gold's completely reversing, huh? We rallied. Man, we gapped up. That was quite the gap on gold as well. 500 ticks. 500 ticks in gold. And then 5400s fading all the way back down to 53. Okay. I want to look at that silver move too. Yeah, look at silver. It's actually reversed. It reversed from where it was. I mean, we gapped up, and yeah, silver completely faded. That's a 4% move from top to bottom. What do we make of these markets? What can we make of these markets? It's very interesting. It's going to be a heck of a week. Obviously, the conflict, what's going on, is going to take priority or precedence of like news and headlines. What do we have for this week? What's the economic events? Not much going on tomorrow. U.S. manufacturing, PMI, some Fed speakers. It's the first week of the month, right? First week of the month, so we know what that is. We got jobless claims on Thursday and non-farm on Friday. We're going to finally get a non-farm that has not been pushed. Maybe on time, on schedule on Friday. But I think what takes, like I said, precedence of what's going on is going to be the conflict. Obviously, I don't trade crude oil on this account, so I don't have crude oil. But crude oil is going crazy as well. The dollar index, so the dollar is strengthening. Take that as you wish. Crude oil is at 71, up 6%. And these markets just seems like a typical Sunday open, honestly. It's nothing too crazy. Yeah, look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq is just making a run for it. Trader Anno says, please answer. What am I answering? What am I answering? Look at this Nasdaq just making a run for it. I'm just confused. Just going around and checking what's going on here. Making sure everything. The Nasdaq already hit my expected move for the low of the day. Yeah. Slow markets is early now. If you didn't get the news, slow markets is going to be starting at 7 p.m. Central. 30 minutes early because we got the goal. We hit the goal, and new start time. I'm just going through checking some things. Let me just get the music going. Let me know if it's too loud. And I'm just checking headlines. I'm checking markets. Just making sure everything is make sure I'm making sure I'm not missing anything. Let's just say that. That would be the best. What are you guys looking at? What is the audience looking at? All the traders here. Walmart just went green. Nasdaq's continuing to rally. You didn't get the memo, Leo. I talked about it all week last week. Yeah, this market's just rallying. Missed the move. Someone saying gold? Buy gold? Buying gold. Buy gold. It's up 2% already. I'd like to see it try and fill this gap. I'd like to see it try and push below this gap here. But I do like what you're seeing. I do like the longs in gold. We're up 2% already. Does the gap need to be filled? No. The gap is what? From basically 300, 5,300. You can see what happened on silver, right? Well, look at silver. Silver it filled the gap and popped right back up. Silver's insane volatility. Insanely volatile. Yeah, we hit... Is that you, Coach Hoop? CME Pit Trader. We hit 5,400. Yeah, I see we tagged 5,400. We got... I gotta get used to this, okay? This is me getting used to the new start time. I was gonna say we have the top of the hour coming, but no. It's a new start time. So even I need to get used to this. Gotta get used to the start time. Gotta get used to everything that's going on. I mean, everything, right? Everything. 3-bar reversal on gold, yeah. Yeah, that's... You're right. We got this sell-off. We got this 3-bar reversal, possibly. One might even look at the 3-bar reversal being above 61. I'd love to see it. I'm gonna be honest. For me to get in long, I'd like to see it come down, test 5,300. But I mean, ACH, anything can happen. Hey, how are you, Brayden? Trading these not so slow markets. Precision says, you're late. You didn't know? You didn't know? I was talking about it all week. Every single day I was talking about it. Yeah, I'm getting used to it, so... I'm just looking at the news, looking at the headlines. I'm watching these other markets briefly. Nvidia's basically scratch. We got Amazon, Google, and Tesla red, down 1 1/3. Tune's a little loud. I've been adjusting them. The music should be very quiet. Relative, right? Maybe it's just the song. Ultra slow markets. I think everyone was expecting more. I will say that. Everyone was expecting more of a dramatic sell-off or reaction in these markets. I mean, we do have crude oil that was more dramatic, but not much in these equities. Yeah, definitely expecting more. Maybe during the London, maybe during the New York session open. I feel like everyone was kind of already anticipating it, right? Or is that just me? 'Cause I feel like, at least me anyway, and we was talking about this in slow markets, we was talking about this Friday, like, we're kind of anticipating something happening. I mean, the president did mention, like, hey, you have 10 days. And so, like, going into the weekends in, like, a long equities or short gold or short crude oil, it would be insane, right? And this was expected, anticipated, expected. There's definitely some type of conflict anticipated and expected, but exactly what and how it escalates is kind of the uncertainty, right? Like, how big is this going to get? How big is the conflict? How long will the conflict last? How far will it spread? You know, is there going to be more countries joining? Is it going to, we've seen it affect crude oil, right? Now what happens? Is there going to be tariffs, right? We talk about tariffs. We know how the current president, brings tariffs into the conversation quite frequently. And so now I think the questions for me is, what headlines are we going to start getting? There's a lot more headline risk, especially when the markets are open. The markets has a bigger chance, I guess, for a knee-jerk reaction. I mean, that's why they do it over the weekend, right? It's like, markets are closed. We could do it. We could have a conflict, a strike. The markets will have time to, I guess, go through it, adjust. And then here we are, down 0.5%. This is... NVIDIA just turned green, by the way. NVIDIA just turned green. Gold, not really doing much either. We got the bottom of the hour coming in about 10 minutes. We'll see what's up there. What's up with Bitcoin? Bitcoin's up 2.3%. Bitcoin's at 66,800 spot. But these markets are pretty tame, relatively quiet given the situation and given what the news and social media and Finwit, all the traders that was pushing out headlines. We got some movements, but I think there was a lot of people that was thinking these markets could be a lot more dramatic, which it very well could have been. It could have been a lot more. If it happened during a market open, I think it would have been a major knee-jerk reaction. But this is pretty calm. We've seen more volatility at this time in the middle of a Tuesday afternoon than what we're seeing now. We got Walmart green, Microsoft green, NVIDIA was slightly green a second ago. Nasdaq, we're almost back to settlement, right? Nasdaq filling the gap, not too far away. What if it's just a bullish day today? What if it's... You let me know, chat. Everybody, what is your answer on this? How would you be looking in the market if the equities are green tomorrow? What if the equities are green and it's business as usual? So nothing ever happens. We've been here, done that. We've seen this movie before. I think the big market that's being affected right now is going to be crude oil. I would not be surprised. Crude oil, obviously, that would be the bigger one. I would size down. Where would I see NVIDIA data? In my personal, I got NVIDIA. It's after hours trading. Right now it's trading at 177.11. They carry natural gas liquid. Natural gas then could be affected, right? Those markets getting a bigger reaction than the equities so far. March Madness as well. Would you re-enter long on Nasdaq after a drop to VWAP? No, I'm very hesitant entering into a long position tonight with the Nasdaq, unless it's like a really quick scalp. Just because there's a lot of headline risk, right? Headline risk. What if there is an increase in conflict at a random moment and these markets, they'll react. Algorithms could react. It's a knee-jerk reaction. Could you imagine if all that happened when the markets were open? We would be down much, much more, right? Just big knee-jerk emotional reaction, hitting stop losses, liquidating, people jumping in. It's like a gymnasium rushing out a single entrance. It's crowded. Brings market down. Yep, trade with caution. Make sure your stop losses are in place. Maybe we get another leg lower here, the Nasdaq. Bottom of the hour in 7 minutes. Told you, everybody, this is my first time trading 30 minutes early, so I want to watch. I'm going to err on the side of caution, watching the bottom of the hour here in 7 minutes, and we'll see how it goes. Crude might cover the gap overnight, maybe. Hope everyone's doing well, trading safe, having stop losses, risk management, all that fun stuff. Let's do how's everybody trading? I think that's a good place to do it. Is hashtag slow markets if you're new here. There, go ahead and tag me on the Instagram, on the Twitter. I mean, there's the Twitter, there's the Instagram. Tag me, hashtag slow markets. Have it be traded related, whether it's your stats, trading. Yeah, we could do that one as we watch these markets. Big stuff happening. Yeah, was expecting more. I see some traders as well. Had your best month ever last month. Well, that's good. That's awesome. Coach Hoop pulling back. Wait, if that's you, Coach Hoop, who's CME Pit Trader? CME Pit Trader. That's you, Coach Hoop. A friend of mine. Okay. I did not know. Dakota, when you forking out for Bloomberg Terminal? Nah. To me, I don't mind getting news late. If I get news late, yeah. Juicy short on gold. You're looking for a breakdown. I mean, I'd like to see some type of gap fill. Maybe we don't fill the entire gap. Some of it. Not worth it, Coach Hoop. Yeah, I mean, I'm a technical trader. I trade technical analysis. Last thing I am going to pay for is news. Yeah, is this a 3-bar reversal on gold on the Nasdaq? Sure. I'd like to see us break below these 52s. We break below this level. Maybe we could get some more selling pressure. Maybe. I wouldn't mind a short, to be honest. I'm seeing a little bit more pressure here. See if we get some continuation. Maybe tap 817. Get that 3-bar reversal. Get some, yeah, maybe these 820s, 817. All right, we're good now. Now we could have all the conflict we want. Now that I'm short. I'm short equities. Send it. Conflict headlines, news. Drop these equities. You kind of like the 150-point rally up. Yeah. Interesting thing is, look at that support. Major support right here at these 880s. What happens? What happened? Support became resistance? But for how long? Any chance I change the track list? Yeah, I'll change. I'll change it. I'll reach out to the team and have them get some updated tunes. Oh, why do we have dollar amounts? I don't want dollar amounts. Needs more funk. Good lesson. Why am I short the equities again? The markets don't go down. What in this? Gold fill gap, please. I've gotten it to do great setups, but totally reversed on me. Well, I'm short. I'm short equities on a night like tonight. On a night like tonight. We shall see. Where's Bruno coming on the show? Bruno's invited if he wants to come on. I was 70% last month and 6 to 1, and I'm going to start adding 1 micro at a time. Nice work, Press. Getting that confidence, building your system, and then slowly scaling, not just jumping into big size. First day in my live funded account, any advice? Small size. If this is your first day in a live account or a funded account or a combine, just start small. Start small, build that confidence. We bounced up to 70s and back down to these 60s, so we're still seeing some volatility here. Bottom of the hour in 30 seconds. No ala, no idea. Got called up to live Thursday. How long does it normally take to get set up? It depends, but I think Coach Jay was saying, like, is it 3 to 5 days? Mark Trader says no payout denials. If you have to put that in the ads. Someone was that an ad somewhere? I don't know. Ooh, look at that sell off. Look at that. That's 10 points. That's 10 points in a second. And 10 points back up. So this is when I'd normally be starting slow markets. Caught that gold short, baby. Someone says, okay. Mark Trader, hey. Different strokes for different folks. I don't know. Hey, listen, we don't judge, right? Is that how it's supposed to be? All right, this market's too freaking bullish. I gotta adjust something. Where's the flat? Where's the? I don't want the reverse. Look at these markets just go. There we go. These markets are just. There we go. Now I'm out. Man, look at this. Let's see what's going on in the gold. Gold's selling off a little bit. Okay, I still want to get short these equities somehow. I still don't mind a short. But I don't want to put a lot of risk on. Okay, I'm gonna get in right there. There's gonna be a lot of traders thinking this fills the gap, and I'm not gonna be one of them. And I would be okay with actually building a position. If this fills the gap, touche. But it might have a harder time than we think. Let's see. That was your fault. I was short first, then you jumped in and killed my trade. Well, you're welcome, Steve R. I'm here so you could blame me and not yourself. Right? Rule number 1. Blame someone else. 1 hour looks solid bullish. We might fill this gap. If we fill this gap, I'm going to take the loss. But I want to scale into a position, a little bit bigger of a position size. Good evening, Tommy. Can you look at it and tell me, please? What do you want me to look at? Tag me. No, never mind. No, don't. Hope you had a great weekend. Yeah, hopefully everybody enjoyed this weekend. Stayed safe, depending on where you're at. All right, there's my second contract. I'm now short 2 contracts here in the Nasdaq. Came up here to these 90s, a little bit of a rejection. Someone says, get out and wait for something to tell you it's going down. What's that something for you? What's that something for you? I'm looking at these equities. We got Nvidia down 0.16. We got Apple down 0.3. We got Microsoft at scratch. But here's what I'm liking to see for this position. Amazon is down 1.5. Google's down 1.8. Tesla down 1.5. Walmart, it tried to turn green. It's now red, 0.1. Meta is down 1.19. And Broadcom down 1.9. So that's why I'm looking to get in short up to this gap. So that's why I'm okay shorting. Trying to build a position. Now I'm not going to build a position until we actually do have a better break-in structure. But I don't mind putting on a very small amount of risk. Trying to be preemptive, meaning I want to get in early at key levels, right? Or zones, I guess. Josie says, I go short, you full port longs. Well, there's our Topstep risk disclosure. And let me know how that works. Let me know how that works. I just make sure you give me an update when I am out of this trade. Zero chance I'll be shorting. We should head back. Man, you guys are getting me excited about this trade now. I might have to get in a bigger size. We got chat out here saying don't short, don't short. No way we should be shorting. I short, you full port longs. Chat's more bullish than I typically am. Now when chat's that bullish, maybe I should just keep adding to this short. Bit more. Uptrend, I am short. It's a short. I'm still looking. Here, in reality, nobody knows. Right? In reality, none of us sitting right here trading, watching these markets, watching TopstepTV know for a fact which way this market goes. Bruno says, never fade Dakota. That's lesson number 1. Hey, anybody could do whatever they want, Bruno. But they just got to report back. Report back if they full ported longs. Whew. Be nervous. I'd be nervous with any kind of big position size. Any big size in these markets. You got to be a little bit nervous, right? Yeah, I'm green now. Everyone's going to flip. Actually, you know what? These shorts don't look too bad. I full ported longs when you went short, and you now probably had a reset. If you full port, you don't. I hate when traders do that, because you get what, 15 points worth of room. So you have until like right there. You have until 870, and then you hit your max loss limit. No, full porting is not the way. This isn't a get rich scheme thing. We're going back to PDL 24,780. Hey, I'm not greedy. I just want a little something. Little something. Down 6.7. Down 67. 936s. Hey, if we get to 936, that's still not a gap fill. The gap fill is what? What's the gap fill? 950s? 950s is a gap fill? Don't spam the chat. Yeah, 950s would be the gap fill. We chilling here. We're chilling now. What's going on with the gold? Gold? Ooh, I think I missed the better trade. Look at that. We made a run and then bounced right off of it. That was a better trade. It really was. Getting in long gold on a... I even called that out too. Ooh, that one's gonna hurt a little bit. That hurts a little bit. Even right here, you guys, I was looking like a 3-bar reversal, right? But I want to run to try and fill and then a reversal. Move's already happened. Yeah, it's too late now. I'd be chasing. Only thing I would maybe consider is if we get like a little bit of a pullback and then reversal and then that continuation. So here in gold, maybe a pullback, reversal, and then continuation long, but sometimes it just keeps going. Sometimes there's no pullback in these markets, and you just have to sit and watch. Sit and watch. I know which way the market's going. Problem is how much and when. Hey, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. Depends on the time frame. Looking bull still. We need a retracement on the 1 minute. Follow 1 minute BOS up. What markets? Follow the rainbow and hey. Yeah. Entry at the 5 minute breakout. Okay, we got now we have the top of the hour coming in 19 minutes. Let's go check on full port longs here. How are we doing, full port longs? Those full port longs got stopped out. Max loss limit. So where are you at? Where are you at in the chat? Anyone else short crude? I'm not one to short crude at this point. Dakota wants the smoke. Hey, you know, I don't want the smoke. I want to see everyone win. But toxic Dakota. Everyone deserves to trade good. When you make bad decisions, right? You play stupid games, you get stupid results. I've played enough stupid games and made enough bad decisions for all of us. All right? If you're going to get into a long, let's just say this. Hey, I'm not right every single time. I'm not. But if I was going to get into a long Nasdaq, do it with a small amount of size and leave yourself more room, right? Look, That's 16 points. Imagine being long, it coming down, stopping you out, and then we rally. That's the most painful feeling in the world. One of them, anyway. Been here a while. I could say full port lately, so don't full port. Yeah. Do not get in too big of a position size that you cannot trade responsibly. Trade responsibly. Gold's doing the bear trap thingy for now. I'm based in Dubai. Won't be trading for the week. Stay safe. Enter where the majority place their stops. That is solid advice. I've lived longer, so have you beat in the bad decisions department for sure. I fit in I could fit in a lot of bad decisions in a small amount of time. And this weekend there was a few of them. Gold continues to give. What's your target on NQ? Oh, lower. Yeah, gold keeps going. Gold keeps going. That was the trade. Trade BTFD. We tried to break through and not fill the gap. Gold's not done. Silver's not done. Is a little bit. Is Bitcoin done? We'll focus on this Nasdaq trade though, because those full porters. The person that came in here and said full port, whatever direction I'm like, yeah. Did they show back up? Hopefully they didn't. Hopefully they just come in here and tease. And they didn't really do that. Any advice for people looking to get into boxing? If you're looking to get into boxing, my best advice is conditioning is your number one friend. Just conditioning. I bet conditioning, if you're better conditioned than the next guy, odds are you'd win. Like cardboard boxing. Hey. Wear a helmet. Yeah, sprint conditioning, honestly. In the amateurs, especially, the better conditioned fighter usually comes out on top. And look at this sell-off here. Traders are questioning. You question. Richard, trust your instincts. Trust your instincts, Richard. Any advice? Yeah. If we break through these 860s, I might take one off for a little bit of profit. I mean, 20 points. Half port. If you half ported, never go full port. Not even. I would even say. What? Half port? Not even half port. What are you talking about? It's just a little port. Micro port. You can micro port it. How's that? Micro port. Yeah, stamina. Conditioning, stamina. Yeah, all the new guys that come into the gym anymore, I one round and they're done. What's the target? Lower. I'm in 2 contracts. I want to take one off, but then I'm going to look for a retest of maybe these lower 800s if we get enough volatility here. And DBA concepts, right? Maybe the trader that came in full porting might need to understand a little bit of DBA concepts. Simplicity, where support becomes resistance. and vice versa. Keep your trading simple. Follow your process. Don't full port. Don't full port. Support, resistance, resistance, support, trend lines, technical analysis, simplicity, trade small, right? Trade responsible. Yeah. Close positions. How do I hide that? I need to hide that one. Show bid, hide flat and all. Hide. Okay, I think that was it. All right, let's. When do you reduce risk? At the next level of support, right? So I'm looking at taking one off here in these 50s because there's a level of support here. See, nice level of support. We came here, not support once, it became support twice. And if we get another push lower, I'm going to take one off right now. Boom, I just joined bid, took one profit, and I have one on for a runner, and I'm going to move my stop loss now. My stop loss is now above that. Looky there. It's like the first trade didn't even happen. If you're just tuning in, this is my very first trade. You wouldn't know, right? 1-to-1. Shouldn't draw those too close to each other. Hey, I'm not surprised I haven't drawn anything to get me banned off of YouTube. Bernie just tuned in and missed the call out. Well, the call out was some random person in the YouTube chat was yelling full port long about 10 minutes ago. And I don't know where it happened to them. They disappeared. First time caller, long time listener. I need to do some phone calls like that. But there has to be like some type of filter process. Bernie, I believe it. Yeah. There has to be some type of filter process where I could get an audience member to call in. I don't know if it's like, hey, we do this, like they do a recording, right? And I go through the recordings. I don't know. Blown out or millionaire? Boom or bust? The trader lifestyle. And trade small. You guys see me, and part of why I like doing this is I'm trading small. This is a lot less risk or stress-free. Like the stress that I have trading in front of everybody, I still have it because it's more of the process and showing the process. Me, I lose $1,000, make $1,000. That's not a big deal in where I'm at in my trading. It's more the process, right? Demonstrating good risk management, demonstrating good process, helping traders. That means more to me than the dollar amounts right now. And trading small, no one should be afraid to trade small. That's if they are, it's ego, right? It's definitely ego. If you trade micros, you're not a trader. Well, you have an ego, sir. You have ego if you can't trade micros, 1 or 2 micros consistently. That's like, yeah, that's all I'm gonna go with that. Ego or greed, yeah, it's an issue. Whatever it is, it's an issue. Yeah, if you can't trade small, you can't trade big. And I feel like I've demonstrated it decently. Like I said, I'll say this every single day if I needed to. I'm not the best. No one should ever claim that they're the best when it comes to trading. Or anything, right? All right, kind of finding some support here. Not liking this price action. This is looking more like a rounding bottom, and we're making these higher lows, right? Higher lows, higher highs. Not liking that too great. Let's see how this holds up. The only thing I'm still okay with is support and resistance here at these 875s. So maybe this could become resistance for a break back down lower. I've mitigated most of the risk already. Edison. Yeah, whatever you do, there's always someone doing better. There's always gonna be someone out there. Yeah, equity's still getting hit. I'm gonna tell you. Every time I look at Intel and it's down, I make that decision in my head. When do we add more, right? Because I want to build some longer term positions in my personal as well. Whenever there's a big sell-off or whenever there's something crazy going on in these markets, I become like a long-term buyer. Like, pick up a little Intel, put that in my shopping cart, a little bit of Amazon here, Google there, and then I just hold them for very long-term. Never let a, what's that saying, chat? There's someone that knows. Never let a good, I don't know, something go to waste. A good crisis go to waste. Never let a crisis go to waste. There's something. Yeah, Runny knows. It's sad, right? Of what happens if we can control. I'd rather it not happen, but at the end of the day, we are traders, and regardless of why price is moving up or down, we make decisions, right? So what happened over this weekend, right? No one wants, everyone would just, if this world could just be in peace, it'd be amazing. If crude's going up like crazy, or if there's opportunities in markets, like, that's our job. It's not to know why or what's going on behind the price action, right? As a day trader, we just trade it. Yeah, be greedy when others are fearful. Digging the early start, max run up. Nice. Yeah, we're already we got the top of the hour coming in 5 minutes. We buying that SpaceX IPO? I'm not. It's already been an hour. I only go an hour on Sundays. Extreme events usually create extreme tops or bottoms, at least for the short term. Just long gold, buy crude. No, I was talking about getting in a contract crude oil long over the weekend, and I freaking should have. I've had a lot of missed opportunities the past 60 days. It's sickening how many missed opportunities I've had. I said on Friday I was considering getting into crude oil long and holding it over the weekend. I never did. I was having that conversation with Jack during fast markets. So just get into a crude oil long, like just small size, and hold it over the weekend. I wake up, I looked at it, it was up 7%. Yeah, I didn't. I was thinking about it, and I don't know why it just slipped my mind. Thoughts on SpaceX IPO? I haven't looked into it, press, so I don't have any thoughts on it. I was bummed when I checked Pizza Indicator. It was too early in the morning and they were all closed. Oof. Let's see. Okay, got 3 minutes to the bottom of the hour. I still got to get used to the new time. Fidget. All right, I'm good for an hour on Sundays, okay? Maybe an hour and a half, depending on the dinner. We'll get through some hashtag slow markets right after this before we end it. Remember, I'm only here for an hour on Sundays. Monday through Thursday, though, an hour and a half. I'm going to be starting. We got that 700 like goal every single day last week. So I appreciate it. And so on that note, you guys wanted me to. I'm doing it for you. And that's it. It really is just for the audience. Is starting an hour early, 7 p.m. Central, and we'll see. So far, it's so good, right? So far, so good. We're seeing volatility. We got the top of the hour coming in about a minute, and it's only an hour on Sundays, hour and a half the rest of the week. It is a big week, obviously, with headline risk going on. I will be on tomorrow at 9:30. So we have Dee coming on at the open, and I'm coming on after her, 9:30 a.m. Central. And of course, slow markets as usual. I'll have to double check. I know Wednesday through Friday. Let me make sure. The schedule is going to be changing, or at least temporary changing. Yeah, I'll double check. Just tune into the announcements. For TopstepTV this week and the schedule. Silver's red. Why do I not trade ES? It's too slow for me at this time of night. Topstep ever coming out with a 25K? What do you mean, a 25K? Like how there's a 150K, a 100K, and a 50K. You're saying a 25K? I know Topstep, or MP, he's been coming on TopstepTV on fast markets, and he mentioned that was on a conversation that he would had or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. That'd be a good question to come ask him when he's on air. I'm waiting for Topstep X mobile app. Ooh, that'd be sweet. All right, bottom of the hour, top of the hour, I mean. Top of the hours came and gone. Let's see if we get a breakdown through this. These 850s has been acting as a solid support level so far. Trading high. Coach Dakota, I've traded my XFA 4 days. My daily profit's 150. Daily, last 150 trading MES in my plane. Too safe. No, that's perfect. That's all you need. That's all you need. And just do it consistently, right? All right, let's take a look at some hashtags slow markets here before we come to a conclusion. Coach Dakota, Topstep, slow markets, locked out, was expecting more, but happy to be locked and loaded. Nice. Hey, green is green. I like that. 3 a.m. in South Africa. Shout out. I love trading with you, and I love watching TopstepTV. 3 a.m. What are you doing at 3 a.m.? You should be sleeping or trading, right? You're trading. That's what you're doing at 3 a.m. Grip South Florida, my man. Green on the big screen from the Man Caves. Nice work. Man Caves, I like that one. Shout out to you. Let's get this. Topstep is fire. Topstep's amazing, right? TopstepTV. 3 minutes early. Now we're just chilling. We're chilling here. I want to come to a conclusion on this trade real fast. I'm not going anywhere for just a moment, right? I usually only do an hour, but I don't want to end it right now. How'd the photo shoot go? It went good. You want to see? I did do a... Oh, if you're following me on Instagram, you've kind of seen a little behind the scenes. I could show it. I'll show it. What time did I start tonight? 7 p.m. Central. 7 p.m. Central. You guys did the like goals, so yeah. Here, I have a photo on my phone. I need to send that in Discord. I'll show you a little sneak peek. Let's see if I get this. What's up, Dakota? Cool, I'll be on time tomorrow. Hey, it's Sunday night. It's a chill night for now. Okay, I think I got it. A little behind the scenes. I thought I got it. Here it is. There it is. No black eye. But that's the only picture I've seen so far. I'll probably get some of the finished ones on tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. But there it is. Big things happening. Big things happening. Pretty Lily, I look good. Thanks. It felt good. It felt good. What was this photo shoot for? Ooh. Oh, maybe you'll see. You'll see. You have to tune in. Watch. See? Big things coming this year. Photo shoots a write-off now. Yes. Yes. Good point, Man Cave. Yeah. Looks. Photo shoots. Yeah. Photo shoot is a write-off. Good point. Sticks. L2K sticks. Calvin Klein boxers making me a calendar. That's how I'm not going to sell courses. I'm selling calendars. That's how I make my living. Boxing merch. Yeah. I'm selling merch now. Who wants a calendar? Special one coming for oh man. Nice entry on the Nasdaq, same trade. Nice. Oh, who took that picture? Oh, Jay asking the questions. Jay, what kind of questions are those? There was actually two photographers there. Or there was a photographer. She had an assistant. Trading calendar, horseback calendar, trade station calendar, one of each. Oh, looky here. Have we seen anything from the trader that full port longs? Bruno, what was the number one rule? Look at this thing go. Bruno, what was that number one rule? Let's get out of this trade and let's go. Alex, no. Yeah, Bruno knows that number one rule. And now that one trader does. Yep, we got someone had to just learn the hard way, I guess. Learned the hard way. I'll learn something tonight. Look at this. Let's get going. 50 points. Let's get it. One more push lower and I'm gonna call it. Let's call it good. Let's call it good. I don't want to make too much money. I would be looking for these lower 800s to come into play, but I called it good. Let your runners run. I know. I don't let my runners run. I'm ending the show. So there we go. You remember the Fade Dakota Fridays? Yeah, those were the days. Sticks. Up 400 from 3 micros in ES. There you go. The AWS world. Minimum joke. Man, hopefully that trader's good. Like I said, I don't want to see anybody losing. You should follow your own process. Never full pour. I know there's a lot of just coming on and teasing and joking and fade that guy and whatever. But all in all, troll or not, you want to follow your own process no matter what. And here goes the market. Beautiful trade, beautiful setup. Everything worked out really well. We might even get down there to those lower 800s. But I'll be on tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Central Time. And every day going forward, slow markets will be starting at 7 p.m. Central. I like this. I dedicated the time. We got movement. And yeah. Have a great week, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye.